I'm going to talk about Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is a corrupt politician, and I'm going to explain to you what she has done over the years that prove her corruption. I'm only going to say a few things. I really could care less about most of what she says and does. So the first thing that she did that really ticked me off was that the Pentagon wanted to buy 2 new airplanes, and these, I believe, were passenger jets. And they requested it from Congress, and Nancy Pelosi responded by saying, we're going to give you 4 new passenger jets. And then the Pentagon responded back and said, we don't need 4 new passenger jets, we only need 2. And then Nancy Pelosi responded back saying, you're going to get 4 new passenger jets. That's corruption. And you can research that. Research Nancy Pelosi Pentagon passenger jets or something like that, or airplanes. It happened a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. I really don't remember. So another thing that happened had to do with the Affordable Health Care Act and Obamacare. There are like, I don't know, there's hundreds of congressmen. Just for the Senate, I believe there's 100, and there's probably 300 or 400 for the other house of Congress, the House. So it's got to be like 500. And some of them got exemptions. So they would get an exemption for their entire state. There were a few states that got exemptions. Some businesses like Walmart may have gotten an exemption. And Nancy Pelosi got more exemptions than anybody did. She got 20% of all the exemptions of anyone that in Congress. And you should check on the internet and verify this. This is just something that I had read. And that the exemptions went to businesses such as boutiques, like a flower shop or a hair salon or something like that. And if this is true, what right does she have to give an exemption to a flower shop somewhere? The exemptions are supposed to be because it would either destroy the healthcare industry in that state or because someone can do it better than the government can. Now, that's the whole flaw for the whole exemption thing, because if Walmart says they can do it better than the government and get an exemption, well, then other businesses can too. And if a state says that Obamacare will destroy healthcare in their state, the government is acknowledging it, then why don't other states get exemptions too? So Nancy Pelosi has 2 big strikes against her. Again, read about these things, because the first one with the Pentagon, I'm pretty sure was a good source. The second one, I mean, I didn't look at the list of who got exemptions. So the other thing is Nancy Pelosi is going senile. Drudge Report, I read Drudge Report every day, and there's stories every week about how Nancy Pelosi says something stupid, like she'll be in New York and say she's in Hawaii, or she'll just say things that are weird, or she will lose her train of thought and be unable to speak, or she will slur her speech. She's got something going on that shows that perhaps because of her age, she's not all there anymore. There's something wrong with her. Okay, so I don't like Nancy Pelosi. I never did. She's kind of a crass woman. She's not a nice person. There's other politicians that are far better than she is. And you know what? I guess she was Speaker of the House, I'm not sure. And I look at the Republicans who are Speaker of the House, and there's a lot of them that I also believe are corrupt. So it's not like I'm just singling her out. I could go down the list of Republicans, Speaker of the House, who are corrupt too. It's the same thing. But that doesn't justify what she is doing. I'm just saying, if you like Nancy Pelosi, you should question some of the things that she's done.